Here to explain what to look for as well as how to maintain them for optimal nail health is Krystle Megley of Delmar College of Hair and Aesthetics. Welcome, great to see you again.
Great to see you.
Okay, so let's talk about nail health in relation to general health, because there actually is a relationship.
Absolutely. So our nails can actually reflect the general health of the body. So estheticians and nail technicians really focus on anatomy of the nail.
So what might you see that would show you that something else is not quite right?
Well, there's a lot of conditions that we can look for as estheticians. White spots on the nail, that can be linked to a calcium deficiency, vitamin, mineral deficiency, and it's just characterized by little white spots on the nail. It's not contagious, it's very common.
I think we have a photograph of that to take a look at, so you can tell us kind of what we mean. So nothing to be concerned about.
No, and we'll just see like little white spots. Sometimes you can have a couple on the nail, but again, it's not contagious. You would just want to make sure that you're properly taking care of your nails. That can actually affect the nail internally if we're having calcium deficiency, but again, not harmful. So.
Okay, and we hear a lot about fungus.
Yeah.
It's not a word we like to hear or say, but it happens. So how do we recognize it if we think we've got it?
Well, fungus, I know, it's kind of gross. This is a very uncommon case. Like, this is really severe, but you can actually see that the nail is kind of wasting away a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll notice discoloration. That's usually the first sign that estheticians and nail technicians look for. There's a little bit of chipping around the nail, so it actually starts to lift away from the nail bed. So, you know, we kind of try and dig in there to clean it out as best we can.
You probably know, I mean, if you've got that going on or something similar, you probably know something's happening.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How do you get a fungus?
You can get a fungus just by going to the swimming pool.
Right.
You can get a fungus, you know, if you go to an esthetician who doesn't properly sterilize her implements. So it can happen anywhere. If you share shoes with somebody, it can happen that way. Yeah.
What should you do, by the way, if that's happening?
Well,
should somebody talk to a doctor, or is it enough to just come to you?
Well, no, definitely in a severe case, you want to go see a podiatrist, which is a foot doctor, and they're definitely going to treat it for you, you know, with proper care. But there's things that you can get, you know, at the drugstore. If it's a very minor case, they'll give you either topical products or something that you can spray under the nail that'll treat it. So, but in a severe case, you would want to go see a doctor.
Okay, now one of the ways you said that we could get something like that is when you get a pedicure or manicure. So what do we need to watch out for?
You just want to make sure that the implements they're using are sterilized. A lot of times they'll come in an autoclaved bag, so they might open that bag right in front of you to let you know that they have been sterilized. These are the implements you can look for. Again, make sure that they're clean, there's no dead skin left on them, and just make sure that they're used properly. A service should never be uncomfortable. So
if you're in some pain,
it's
not on. And finally, there's a question here for you. Cuticles to cut or not to cut. I didn't realize that was a question. It is? Because I mean, I think usually people do cut, don't they?
Well, you only want to cut so much. Like, you want to just cut the dead skin that's left around the nail. But the cuticle actually protects the nail bed. So you want to make sure that no bacteria is getting under there. And if you cut that off completely, you're risking damage to the nail. So you never want to cut completely, just that dead skin that's around.
Okay,
yeah.
This is all excellent advice. How can people find you if they want to ask you these questions?
Delmar College.
Delmar College.
Delmar College.
Okay,
yeah.
links up at breakfasttelevision.ca.